Okay, so today we are going to be reading Big Dreams, and our learning target for today is I can identify the qualities of a character. So what we need to pay attention to as we read are the words that our main character says, things that are said about him, and then we need to evaluate his actions. Okay, Big Dreams. A disabled cyclist is changing the world, one race at a time. Emmanuel Ofusu Yeboah was once a shoe-shine boy in the streets of Accra, the capital of Ghana. This is a nation in Western Africa. Because he was born with a badly deformed right leg, he could not run, walk, or even stand alongside other children. Now, in his 30s, Yeboah is a triathlete. He competes in long-distance events that involve 3 sports: swimming, bicycling, and running. He is an inspiration, filmmaker Lisa Lax told WR News. Lax and her sister Nancy Stern told Yeboah's story in the documentary Emmanuel's Gift. Their film and Yeboah's hard work have brought about a huge change in the way many people of Ghana view disabled individuals. The country recently passed the Persons with Disability PWD bill. The bill had been debated in Ghana's government for more than a decade. The bill provides people with disabilities access to public places, jobs, transportation, and special medical care. Emmanuel was the catalyst, Blacks told WR News. Riding high. In Ghana, as in many poor countries around the world, people with disabilities are often shunned or deliberately avoided by other members of society. So I want to point out right here, see this word shunned that's being bolded, right? Context clues gave us our definition right afterwards here. By other members of society. They are forced to beg for food. But even as a little boy, Yeboah refused to accept that fate. Instead, he dreamed of riding a bicycle across Ghana. All he needed was a bike. Yeboah wrote a letter to the Challenged Athletes Foundation, CAF, in California. CAF sent Yeboah money not only for a mountain bike, but also for shorts, socks, gloves, and a helmet. In the spring of 2002, Yeboah rode his bicycle across his home country, almost 400 miles. Since then, Yeboah has been fitted with a prosthetic, or artificial leg, and has competed in sporting events around the world. So again, here our bold-faced word, context clues, it gives us a definition clue right afterwards. It defines it right there for us. Inspiring others. Yeboah is now a celebrity in Ghana. He runs Emmanuel's Education Fund, which helps disabled children in Ghana go to school. He also has built or bought more than 800 wheelchairs for other disabled people in his country. I want children to learn my story and to do more than I've done, he told WR News. I want kids to say, Emmanuel inspired me to do this. Okay, so ladies, when we go back and look at this, I want us to make sure that we're paying attention not only to what he says here. So again, he wants to be inspired. Up in the beginning of the passage, he talks about his dreams of bicycling, but also I want you to pay attention to what people said about him. So the ladies who did the documentary about him, I want you to also pay attention to what they said in that evidence to assign those character traits. But now what I want to do is take a look at our questions. So let's preview them before you do your second read. Oops, too far. Yeboah has become, number 1, Yeboah has become an athlete despite his deformed leg, showing great personal. So again, choose your best. We're using ECI for all of our multiple choice questions. Number 2, Yeboah is now a celebrity in Ghana because he, choose your best response. Number 3, in the quote, Emmanuel was the catalyst. Catalyst means, so again here for this word, go back and use your context clues. It does not define it for you directly, so you have to look at the words and sentences around it to choose the best definition. Number 4, the sporting event known as the triathlon includes all of the physical activities except, so you're going to choose which one does not match. And then number 5, why does filmmaker Lisa Lax call Yeboah an inspiration? So again, number 5 here kind of connects to our learning target as well about the character traits that Yeboah possesses. So what I want us to also take a look at here is what I've done is I've identified some of the character qualities or traits of Emmanuel from our story here, Big Dreams. So I said that he was determined because he became a triathlete even though he was born with a deformed leg. He was generous because he runs Emmanuel's Education Fund, which helps children with disabilities go to school. He also purchased 1,800 wheelchairs for those who needed them in his country. And then I also said that he was courageous because in Emmanuel's country, people with deformities are usually shunned and forced to beg for food because they are not accepted in society. And Emmanuel refuses to accept that fate and makes his life his own. So what I want you to think about too is I want you to try to figure out another character trait in addition to the 3 that I've named here and try to find evidence to support that. So what I want you to do is to go back again. We are focusing to support our learning target. We are focusing on his words and actions, but then also what others say about him. So we have some outside characters talking about his documentary and the impact that he had on his country that can also help us to determine his character traits.
I believe everyone in this world is a dreamer. My name is Emmanuel Vosiebua. I was born in Ghana. When you're born in Ghana as a deformed child, they believe that you are cursed. So they ask your family members to kill you. That's how they tell my mom to kill me. And my mom said, no, I'm not going to kill my son. So the time I was born, my father left home, and I'm staying with only my mom, single mother taking care of me. Every day my mom carried me from my home to school. It's like 6 miles every day. I remember at the age of maybe 9, 10 years, and my mom said, Emmanuel, you are too heavy. I can't carry you again. So you have to walk to school by yourself. And I said, how can I do that? And she asked me every day before you go to school, what did you do? And I said, I hop around. And she said, okay, then hop to school. So many students don't want to play with me. They say, no, you are a disabled person, you can't play with us. I didn't let that to maybe bring what I wanted to do down. I saved money to buy my own soccer ball, and they add me to the team. Because of my mom, she doesn't have money to continue my education. I just drop out and I'm doing my shoemaking for full time. And I decided to travel to Accra. I saw so many people begging on the street, and I said, wow. So that's how I decided to ride a bicycle across the country to change the perception how people think for disabled people. I write letters to many companies in Ghana for them to give me money to buy a bicycle. None of them give me money, and some of them, they are laughing. I met missionaries in Ghana from America, and I said, hey guys, I want to buy a bicycle. And they said, oh, Emmanuel, it sounds great, but we are missionaries, we don't have money. But we know a foundation called Challenge Athletes Foundation, CF. They're based in San Diego, California. They help so many athletes like you. So maybe when you talk to them or when you write to them, they can able to help you. I sent the letter. A couple months later, I received this letter through my church. They sent me the grant form to fill it out. I sent the letter to them again. A couple months later, they sent me a bicycle all the way from California to Ghana. And I said, wow, today my dream is going to start. I used my only one leg to ride 600, 400 miles in 10 days. And I hear so many negative words from people. Why are you doing this with the one leg? You have to stop. It's not what the people are saying out there is going to change what I'm going to do. But I know what I wanted to achieve from this bike ride. So after I finished the bike ride and I sent the media reports, they invited me to the States, and I used my one leg to ride with them here for 56 miles. And it took me like 8 hours for me to finish the 56 miles here. But I did it. So after that, they said they are going to provide me a prosthesis. they told me, am I ready for the prosthesis? And I said yes, because I wanted to work on my 2 feet and see how to work on your 2 feet looks like. The time I'm going back to Ghana, then I have my 2 legs working without any crutches and everything. And I was very, very happy, and I was very, very proud about how America changed my life. My next goal is to build a school in Ghana for both disabled people and the able people to go to school for free. But if the government or president of Ghana pass a law for anyone from preschool up to university or anywhere to go to school for free, or all the disabled people to go to school for free, I'll be very happy. When I share my story with people, I want people to smile, to be very happy, to know what is going on in the world. In this world, it's both up and down, but always keep smiling, because smile is best medication in the world. Keep smiling all the time, every day. God bless you.
All right, ladies, so now that you've watched the video, I hope you enjoyed it. I want you to think about these next 3 dot points. You can either write them down, discuss them with a family member, or just kind of think about them. The first one is, based on the video, what kind of person was Emmanuel's mother? So think about her words and actions that are described from Emmanuel. And again, we don't necessarily hear from her, but he describes her at the beginning of the video. And I want you to think about what she said and what she did for him, and how that can support our learning target for today and identify character traits and qualities about her. The next one. Now that you've seen Emmanuel and heard his words, how does the video add to your understanding of the information in the passage, Big Dreams? Are there any additional character traits you think Emmanuel has? And the last one, I want you to think, how does the passage support the article? Did his dreams of helping children and other people with disabilities go to school and have access to other services come true? And think about how he did that.